Today, we're gonna be talking about some of the Q&A questions we've gotten on our website, as well as questions we've gotten on previous videos from last year for Ragbrai 2025.
There's something to keep in mind about your tent and sleep system when you're at Ragbrai. Yes, it's gonna be a place where you sleep after a long day, but more importantly, it's going to be your only moments of privacy. So if you want quiet at night, or you're gonna be changing in the morning or changing after a ride, having a right tent and sleep setup is going to be key. So people ask us, how do we pack? How do we set up for it? Well, there's always gonna be your essentials. So your essentials are going to be tent, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, and pillow. This year, we've been working with the folks at Nemo. So if you want the primo sleep system, Nemo is the way to go. Nemo equipment is great, so check it out because it is set up for ultralight or light bike packing or backpacking, but it's also super durable. So some of the things too that I like about Nemo, it packs down well, durable for in and out. I really like the fact that with their tents too, they have a privacy screen on the sides. So if it's warm out, you don't have to put your rain fly on to still feel like you have some privacy inside. So it's great stuff. Also, Nemo has a lifetime warranty. So always take care of your stuff, but if something happens while you're out there, you can work with them and they will help you out. Now, let's go through those main pieces of your sleep system. So tent, if you wanna go light, a one-person tent will absolutely work for you. One thing to keep in mind at Ragbrai is a lot of times you may pull stuff off of your bag or from your bag and have it either next to you or in the tent with you. So going with a two-person will give you obviously more space. You can bring your stuff in that you need for the ride, but also it will give you room inside for changing. So in the morning, if there's a lot of people out, you wanna get your bibs on or get your riding stuff on, you're gonna have the privacy that you need. Being able to have the option of a rain fly, hopefully weather will hold up where we don't need it, but you could have a rain fly that's ready to go. But if not, and you wanna have a little bit more air and breeze in there, you'll be able to keep that open while still having the privacy. Thinking about your sleeping pad system, you have to get a restful night of sleep while you're out there. You don't wanna be laying on the ground in a field. So getting the right pad off the ground will just help for temperature control. It'll be a lot more comfortable. You do see fold-up pads out there. So a lot of people who do bike packing or ultralight camping will have fold-out pads. They absolutely work, but I'm gonna tell you that having a great sleeping pad will be absolutely worth it, even if your bag is a little bit heavier. Pillow-wise, a nice small pillow that you can pack down, but just gives you the comfort at the end of the night, obviously is gonna be an essential. I have been in a situation where I've rolled up old clothes before, and let me tell you that after 3 days of Ragbrai, you are not gonna wanna sleep on any of that stuff underneath your head at night. And then as far as sleep system goes, so 2 years ago, it was extremely hot at night, so it was 2 fans in the tent to keep you cool. Last year was a little bit more moderate, so going with something that can handle cooler temperatures but is still very light is definitely the way to go. So what we have is a Disco 30-degree sleeping bag, which will be more than enough for the nights out there on the road. Now, as far as managing your sleep system when you are on the road at Ragbrai, what we prefer doing is to not delay your setup. What you'll find is as you hit the end of your ride on a given day is that there'll be signs either to the main campground or to your charter. So just keep an eye open for those. If you're riding with some people who you are chartering with or camping with, you can navigate there together and then find an open space that's easy to set up in. So right when you get in, if you're packing, obviously you'll have your stuff with you. If you have to pick up your bag, grab that. But first thing you're gonna wanna do is get your tent set up right away. Now, your tent may have some moisture from the night before, so getting that out and getting that fresh and aired out will be a great idea. But you can get your tent up. You can also then quickly change, and anything you might have that's sweaty from the day or wet from rinsing off, you can hang that up. A lot of times just on the poles itself, you'll be able to stretch out anything that you've been wearing that day to give that a little bit of air before hopping on the road. Then you can manage what you need for the rest of the day or the evening, have it set up right next to your tent so that you have easy access. Something that you're gonna wanna do is just keep in mind that you may get in and out of your tent once or twice throughout the afternoon or evening. So being able to have everything right there, like your little home for the night, accessible is going to be key. So keep all that in mind. If you have any questions, let us know.
Talking about what to wear, Iowa in July can be super hot, rainy, humid, all in the same day. So the most important packing tip for clothes is versatile layers. Luckily, this year we partnered again with the Beasts Gorewear. So I'm gonna be walking you through what I'm packing and more importantly, what I'm not. Okay, so I like to break down my clothes into kind of two sets, what I'm riding in and what I'm not riding in. For riding, I like to bring 2 pairs for the whole week of these Gorewear Spin Shift cargo bibs with a nice pocket for your phone and for snacks. I like to bring 2 different colors so I know which ones I wore that day, not just 2 black pairs. And then I clean them every night with me in the showers that are lovely and provided by out-of-state charters. Another little tip on the bibs, last year, I think I had 3, maybe 4 pairs of bibs, all from different brands. This year, I have 2 of the exact same bib from the exact same brand. That way, I don't start to prefer one and wear one more throughout the week. I just know it's all I got. I've already worn it before and ridden in it, and it fits great. Just keep it consistent. For the top layer, I really like these Gorewear hooded UV running shirts with thumb loops. These are really great, light, dry super quick when you're sweaty, keep you a bit warm when it's cold, and yeah, you just don't get sunburn. So I'll have 2 of these, 2 bibs, wash them every night, dry them on the rack, and that'll really cover my riding clothes. So for casual clothes, I like to bring just 2 pairs of kind of basketball or running shorts, 2 t-shirts, things that are comfy. I'm not really gonna be able to clean these as much, but things that pack up small and are most importantly comfortable at the end of a long day. And the last mystery item in my clothing setup that I forgot to mention before is a full Gorewear rain suit. So it might not look like it. This is a Gore-Tex jacket, packed super small, and these are Gore-Tex pants. So hopefully I don't have to ever wear these, but if it's super cold, I can wear these, I can sleep in them. If it rains, I can put them on over my shoes. I don't take my shoes off to throw them on. And I keep these pretty accessible. I don't know if any of you were there at Ragbrai last year, but there was potential rain and storm. It was kind of windy and cold. Threw this on as a layer to keep me warm at the Doozer speaking event at the Knoxville Raceway. I bring these on bike trips, vacations. You just never know when they'll come in handy, and they always do. If you're interested in checking out this Gorewear gear and you're a Team Doozer member, make sure to check your email for an exclusive team discount. Gorewear has been a great partner to us and they make amazing product, so give them a check. Okay, so you've signed up for Ragbrai, you got your bike, you got your tent, you got the gear, now you're looking for tips. Today, we're gonna be talking about some of the Q&A questions we've gotten on our website, as well as questions we've gotten on previous videos from last year, and try to give you 3 least of my most important tips for Ragbrai 2025. Tip number 1, preparing for the unexpected. There's cool souvenirs you'll come across on the trip, additional water, additional food, things you just didn't really think into your packing setup. How are you gonna carry these things? Modal straps. I carry one on my wrist. They make a super small wristband one. I keep a few around my top tube. If I eat a bar, I have trash I obviously don't want to litter, loop it through there. Last year, Daryl's pannier broke. The clip snapped, no problem. Strapped it down with a few of these. This one particularly glows in the dark, charges up in the day, and it's actually pretty surprising how much it glows at night. Another great way to use these modal straps, as Connor mentioned, you're packing up your tent in the morning, it's still kind of wet. You wish you could dry it out, but you got to hit the road. If you're running a pannier setup or a rack setup, a great way to dry out some of that wet gear is basically making your own drying rack on the back of your bike with some modal straps. So again, opportunity to use these are endless. Definitely recommend picking these up. You never know when you'll need them. The second tip for Ragbrai 2025 of mine is quick access via this RouteWorks handlebar bag. Everyone talks about nutrition, eating right, drinking right. If it's not easy for you to access, you're not gonna do it and you're gonna bonk. So this sits right on your handlebars, opens facing you. You can put a phone, Garmin, any type of computer up top, has these little straps to put gloves, maybe a sun hat or trash or sunscreen. Super quick access, bell, you can put a light on this side. You can really trick this out for your use case. Has some pockets on the side and it's a really great size. It doesn't take up the entire front of your bars like a big roll bag. It's super quick access. I like to keep a rain jacket just in case it starts raining, snacks, salts, chapstick, sunscreen, anything I know I should be using. I don't want to bury in a deep pannier bag or leave in a car or something. Quick access, you can't go wrong with these awesome RouteWorks bags. Tip number 3, probably the most important, hydration. These Bevo bottles are awesome. They're stainless steel, easy to drink from, and keep your liquids way colder for way longer than plastic bottles. You might think, how do you squeeze this bottle? It's Stainless steel, like I mentioned, it has an easy flow cap. It really just pours out. Easy to do one-handed while you're riding. You can fill it up with things that you get at Casey's or at the hydration stops along the way. I messed up and didn't have insulated bottles last year. I was definitely regretting it. So I'm pretty excited this year after testing these over the winter to use them for Ragbrai 2025. These are my 3 tips for Ragbrai 2025. Definitely curious to get some more intel from you. Let me know now below what you think I'm missing or what you think I should add to this setup.